Does your voice feel strained, hoarse, or tired after a long day of talking? Are you wondering how to heal strained vocal cords in an effective way so that you can use your voice as soon as possible? Here are 3 steps to a quick recovery. Hi, I'm Katarina, speech-language pathologist, and here on this channel I share practical tips about using your voice in a healthy way. So if this is a topic that interests you, consider subscribing to this channel and hitting that bell notification icon so that you don't miss any of my future videos. Let's talk about vocal strain and what to do to get your voice back as soon as possible. If you are not sure whether you are straining your voice, here is a quick rundown of how to find out. Your vocal cords or vocal folds come together when you speak. There is breath pressure under the vocal folds and they respond to this pressure. When there is a balanced pressure, the vocal folds work under good conditions. When the air pressures are high, the vocal folds have to resist this pressure, and as a result, they may strain. And therefore, the vocal folds can become swollen. Some of the most typical symptoms of swollen vocal folds are a deeper sounding voice and an inability to produce high notes quietly. That's because swollen vocal cords are thicker due to a fluid buildup inside them, and thicker vocal folds produce lower pitch sounds and have a hard time vibrating at high frequency. This thickening is actually a protective mechanism to avoid more serious damage to the vocal folds. The fluid creates a cushion or a barrier to protect the vocal folds. A quick vocal fold swelling test would be singing the happy birthday song in your high register quietly. Happy birthday, happy birthday. If you experience vocal breaks or difficulty starting the notes that you didn't have before, you may have vocal fold swelling. Let's talk about how to soothe a strained voice. Here are 3 steps that you need to take on the way to recovery. Step number 1, rest your voice. If you strained your voice, for example, by yelling, talking in a loud environment, singing outside of your vocal range, making unusual sounds that left your voice tired, scratchy, hoarse, breathy, or croaky, your voice needs a break. This can be challenging for chatty people, but let me explain what vocal rest really means. Vocal rest doesn't mean absolutely no talking. There are 2 types of vocal rest, absolute and relative. An absolute vocal rest is prescribed for people with a serious vocal injury such as vocal hemorrhage, or for people after vocal surgery, and hopefully that is not you. A relative vocal rest is using your voice for necessary communication needs and decreasing demands on your voice. So you can continue talking, but make sure that you are using your voice for vital communication needs. Do you need to speak at work? Do it. Do you need to speak to your family members? Do it. But you probably don't need to talk on the phone while driving in the car, or you can skip a pub crawl for a couple of nights. Spend more time doing quiet activities like reading, watching movies, or texting to give your voice a deserved break. It takes a few days for the vocal folds to self-repair, but it's an amazing human organ that heals quickly, fairly quickly, if you give it time. If you are experiencing vocal issues for more than 2 weeks without the presence of acute illness such as common cold or flu, talk to your doctor and ask for a referral to a laryngologist to have your voice evaluated to avoid long-lasting vocal issues. If you are experiencing chronic vocal strain, tension, or even pain when speaking, and you are ready to work with me towards a free, strong, and confident voice, you can apply to our Vocal Freedom System coaching program. Check out this link or the links in the description below this video. Step number 2, hydrate your voice. Hydration is a basic vocal hygiene rule, and it is the minimum everyone should do to keep the vocal folds in their best shape. Drinking of water or consumption of foods with high water content are snail pace delivery methods of hydration to your vocal folds. It simply takes time for the benefits of drinking to show up in your voice. The water that you drink does not come into direct contact with the vocal folds. Therefore, I'm a big fan of so-called external hydration, which is inhalation of moist air, either with the help of a steamer or a nebulizer. External hydration is the most direct way of hydrating your vocal folds, and when they are swollen, this is a wonderful method of providing them with their basic needs. Steaming may be helpful in bringing the swelling down too. You have a few options to steam your voice. You can use a steam room at your local gym or spa. You can take a hot shower with lots of steam. You can use a personal steamer or a nebulizer, or you can do it the old-fashioned way, a towel over your head and a bowl of boiled water. Any of these methods will do the trick. They have their pros and cons, and I find that people have their personal preferences as to what method they use or which personal steamer or nebulizer they use. If you can do a few short sessions of external hydration a day while you are trying to overcome a strained voice, that would be perfect. Maybe 3 times for a few minutes if you can. Step 3. Do gentle vocal exercises. Even though your vocal folds are swollen, you can engage in gentle voicing. SOVT or semi-occluded vocal tract exercises are a great tool for this purpose. SOVT exercises are sounds that are created in a vocal tract with a partial narrowing. For example, lip rolls have the narrowing at the lips. Straw exercises create the narrowing with the straw. The fricative V has a narrowing at the front of the mouth, and the vowel E has a narrowing at the back of the mouth. These are just a few examples. SOVT exercises are very gentle on your vocal folds. They use minimal vocal effort for sound production because the air pressures below and above the vocal folds are equalized. The sound production is easy, more coordinated, and less damaging to the vocal folds. Therefore, semi-occluded vocal tract exercises are a great choice for people with strained voices. I made a lot of videos with different types of SOVT exercises, so you can check my channel, but here is one video with these SOVT exercises that do not require any tools. If you are dealing with chronic vocal tension, I made a video in which I walk you through 7 steps that lead to a strong voice without tension. If you want to know what voice, body, and mind considerations you need to take to truly free your voice, click the link in the description below this video. And if you found this video helpful, click the like button and share it with your friends, and check out my other videos right here below, and I will see you soon. Bye.